Shall we go on to the next song? Hold on. Kind of a cool song. Not one of my favorites, but...
Yeah, actually, speaking of Asia, this song sounds like a song that comes from Asia.
It does. It does.
Except I love the back end of it. I really like the way it...
Justice to the left
some cool
of
parts,
you.
for sure.
Justice to the right. Speak when you are spoken to, but don't pretend you're right. This life's not for living, it's for fighting and for wars. No matter what the truth is, hold on to what is yours.
Trevor Rabin wanted this to be a heavy song. This is a Rabin song.
Yeah.
He just wanted it. He wanted it to be like as heavy as possible. That part.
Jigsaw puzzle traitors sent to
And there's the counterpoint melody in there.
Constitution screw up, shattering the dreams. Blood flows in the desert, dark city goes burning too.
Probably on the fair line.
Look over your shoulder. This one is strictly for you.
This classic big fat yes sing along chorus, you know. John Anderson. Yeah, the vocals on this album are tremendous. I mean, I have to admit, the vocals.
Yes, I can make it through.
I mean, the vocals on this album are just some of the fattest vocal production that you'll ever hear.
Sunshine, shine on through.
What a great melody there, that line.
Sunshine, shine
What I like about this album is having Rabin in there singing. I think him, his choir, and Anderson sing together. I love his part.
Talk the simple
Yep,
smile,
yep, yep.
such platonic eye. How they drown in incomplete capacity, strangest of them all. When the fear it calls, how we drown in stylistic audacity, charge the common ground. Round and round, we live in gravity shake. We shake so hard, how we laugh so loud. When we reach, we believe in eternity.
Yeah, that's the coolest part of the song right there.
I believe in eternity. Hold on. Sunshine, take it to shine, see it through.
And the two competing melodies there.
Hold on. Sunshine, it shines, it's looking for you.
First you got John's influence. All the vocals are positive.
Oh, yeah, the lyrics, yeah, totally, and they're cosmic. Who knows what he's really saying, but it's beautiful and positive. You know, I love watching these guys live with John Anderson. He's just he's like the quintessential like new age guru at the head of this fat, orchestral rock sound that just transports you to the universe and back.
He's surrounded by musical scientists.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You got the left brain and the right brain together. One of the cool things about Yes, man. You know, but John by himself is awful woo-woo.
Yeah.
Kind of goes too far that way.
Yeah,
And then-
that was the great thing about him and Chris together. Chris,
Yeah.
real solid,
A scientist. Yeah. Technical master. Yes. And John is the right brain and left brain together, you know. And they were choir boys together back in middle school or something like that.
sing like they've been singing together for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They always, you know, the one album where they did not play together was Drama, which, interestingly, you know, you and I kind of both agree is the best Yes album, but every other Yes album, Chris and John singing together is one of the coolest things about the Yes project. Right. And you know, when Steve Howe is involved, he's another kind of the left brainer, the scientist of the guitar,
right.
You know,
Farmer of the guitar, yeah. Who didn't read any music, by the way, but that's another album.
And he's the farmer. I like that too. He's got the kind of down home. He plays the pedal steel, kind of gives it the country sort of feel sometimes. You know, the earthy. But he's a scientist. You know, he's like an agriculture. He is like the scientific farmer of the guitar. Where Chris is kind of the cosmic scientist. He's like an astrophysicist of the bass, you know. And then and then John is just like the new age guru, kind of just floating on top of everyone, just like sprinkling stardust everywhere. And so
what's neat about him playing bass and having Trevor Horn produce is that Trevor Horn's a bass player.
That's right. Yes.
Chris is, and he was a Chris Squire. You know, he idolized Chris Squire. So, you know, Chris Squire's bass is always, but it continues to be a big, you know, driving force on this album.
Yeah, kind of mixed up, you know, and I think Trevor always made sure that there was like an octaver or something or on the bass that made the sound. To where it was really clear that you could hear what Chris is playing, because it always wasn't just buried, you know, at the very bottom end of the frequency
part
spectrum.
of Chris's effect setup.
Oh, okay.
I was watching a video on him alone where he was talking about some of the things during a lot of his stuff, and he was playing effects, and he was showing things that he had used on this album, and a lot of it was harmonizer. We'd have octaves and things like that in there as well. Okay. So yeah.
Well. Yeah, I mean, I think
that's the thing about this album. It's really a teamwork between Chris and Trevor. Yep. You know, that's a driving force right there, because they were both really enthusiastic. They were both really enthusiastic about this, whatever's going on right now here. Yeah. You know, let's experiment.
Right. Let's use the technology, right? Which was one of the things that apparently Tony Kaye just was not into. Interestingly enough, the keyboard player.
Trevor Rabin was.
Yes, right. Who was really a guitar player, but he was into the technology, and so he would use whatever he could.
Yeah, he was also a keyboard player too. He was a multi-instrumentalist.
Okay, well, he's really a good keyboard player too. So.
Sitar.